Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. This morning, we're just going to kind of go into a catch-up with what's going on here inside the backyard. We had a great opportunity yesterday to go pick up a few more plants, like we need a few more plants around here. But we did, we picked up a few more plants for the yard. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. So let's go ahead and get today's episode started. Now, without further delay, let's get today's video underway. I'm here in the backyard of Villa Feliz, right by the raised bed garden. Yesterday we had some business to do in Laguna, and we decided to take the opportunity that while we were there to stop by some of our favorite landscape and plant nursery shops over there. And it turned out to be a really great day. We did some shopping in that area, and we also went down to Padre Garcia, which is south of Lipa here, as part of a whole day kind of a getaway trip to do some things that we really like, which is looking at plants and looking at gardening items. Well, anyway, let me show you what I was talking about earlier, what we did as far as what we picked up from a couple of the plant nurseries. You know, it's a rainy day here, and it's been like this for, well, it's rainy season. It's rainy season, and we've been getting lots and lots of rain here in the Philippines. But we actually have a tropical storm that's going across the northern island of Luzon, which is the northerly island that we live on here in the Philippines, and it's pulling lots and lots of moisture out of the South China Sea, what they call monsoon season around here. And we're getting all those rains that it's generating from the tropical storm that's above the island of Luzon, pulling the moisture from the South China Sea. Anyway, what I want to show you here was a few of the plants that we picked up. Now, you know, we have I think two big calamansi trees inside the yard, but you can never have enough calamansi because we make so many things with calamansi here at Villa Feliz, both juices that we drink and seasoning for different types of delicacies that we eat around here. So we picked up a couple more, and I want you to look at these, even as small as these calamansi. There's two of them here, right here, and this one right here. But I want you to look at all of the calamansi that these are already producing right here. My plans for these are to take these and transplant them into a pot or two around here. Now these have to go. This is, I don't know, I don't even know how the papaya got inside. Maybe a few seeds just accidentally dropped inside here. But look, there's 3 papaya growing up. We're going to pull these papaya out. They're going to go in one of these pots, I'm not sure which one, or maybe a different pot. We're gonna put a calamansi in one of the pots back here. I don't really want to put it in this pot because this is my avocado back here. This is a special avocado plant that we have, and it's also there's all kinds of stuff growing back here. I don't know. We'll find a place for it. Also, I have you remember Jurassic Park lemon here? This is Jurassic Park lemon. Well, the huge lemons that we get here, even though they're really, really huge, the flavor of these I'm finding are not quite as good as some of the traditional lemons. So we're going to take this lemon out of the ground, this lemon tree out of the ground right here, and you can see there's lots of lemons already on this one right here, and we're going to transplant this somewhere else, or maybe we'll donate it to one of the neighbors. Not sure what we're going to do, but we're going to remove this one, and we have a new lemon tree right here. It's a small seedling, maybe about 1 meter, a little over 1 meter high. You see it's already got a lot of blossoms on it already, even at this size right here. And this is going to be the new lemon tree that we're going to put in this spot right here. So I'm going to pull these out. This was 2 lemon trees right here. This lemon tree that I thought was dead, it's already generating new lemon branches on this one right here. But we're going to pull both of these out. We're going to separate them, and we're going to transplant them somewhere else. So that's one of the plans for today, is to move this lemon tree over here. Also, ornamental wise, I picked up a couple of these really nice, actually 3. I picked up these plants here, and these are going to go on the side of the waterfall here, we have all these really nice little holes. I got to pull this out. This is an LED light, but we're going to put those inside these little planter nooks, and there are plenty of them here on the waterfall. Take this old LED light that doesn't really work that good. You see these holes right here, and the nice thing about this, we can remove all the soil that's inside here, and these don't require, they're like orchids, they don't require, I have to get it out of the bag, but the roots stay free. They're like air roots, and they're able to survive and flourish without any soil. So we're going to put those in a few of the spots on the side of the waterfall. Now, I actually decided to work on the more difficult of the two tasks here today, and that's the one that has to do with digging up the old lemon tree and putting the new lemon seedling in its place. I picked up some rice hull yesterday when we were in Padre Garcia, and what I use the rice hull for is to mix along with the existing soil, and what it does, it kind of aerates the soil. It kind of absorbs some of the moisture, and it breaks it up. It makes it a lot easier for the new roots of your new seedling to be able to grow and establish itself. And the nice thing about the rice hulls are they break down over time. They're like a compost. They'll break down and they'll add nutrients to the soil, and then you just replace with a little bit of more soil on the top as it breaks down. Well, anyway, let me go ahead and get started. But before I get started, I want to show you what I think every gardener kind of needs in his arsenal of tools. Things that make your job easy as a gardener. So it's not so much a job as much as fun working inside the garden. Some of the necessary tools that I think you really should have inside your garden toolkit. And that the basic thing is a shovel. Some type of a shovel. Well, actually, we have two shovels here. We have a regular spade shovel over here, and we have one that has an extended tip, and you can see it's like serrated on the side over here. If you happen to have difficulty going into the ground and you're around a lot of roots, this right here will act like a saw when you're going through it and help you break up some of the roots inside the ground. This is really good if you have banana plants and you want to separate the little seedling on the side of the banana plant from the rest of the banana stem itself, the mother trunk. So that's what I use that one for a lot. I actually picked this one up in the United States, but they have similar ones here inside the Philippines. And this one over here, this is the regular spade type of a shovel for general type of digging inside your yard. Now, I will tell you, this shovel right here was probably about a half a meter longer than it actually is right here. It was a very tall one, and it kept breaking, and I keep repairing it, and it gets shorter and shorter and shorter going down. But it still works, and until we break this and I have nothing left over, we'll continue to use this shovel as well. And of course, you should always have some kind of gloves to protect your hands when you're working inside the cover in your garden. So anyway, that's what we're going to start with. I'm going to start digging here, move some of the soil here to this wheelbarrow. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of the rice hull in the bag that I have over by the pavilion, and then we'll replant the lemon seedling over there right here. All right, well, there you have it, our calamansi inside the pot back here. That looks a lot better. And over here, I still have one other calamansi. I ran out of pots. I have to find another pot. And our lemon tree, our new starting lemon tree, and we will continue the report on this one. I think you're going to be pleased. I hope I'm going to be pleased with the type of lemon that comes off of this lemon tree. And one more thing I wanted to show you, it's this banana plant right here. This is the seedling I was telling you about. Now, I don't know where I'm going to put this plant. This plant may not even ever produce an edible banana, but I had to buy this. And let me show you why I had to buy this. I had to buy this because it looked like this. This is the type of banana it presents. Look at the size of this banana. Or there's like 1,000 bananas on the end of this thing. Again, I don't know. They said you can't eat these bananas, but we're gonna see. I just have to find a place somewhere in the backyard to plant this. It's gonna be an ornamental banana plant. Now, before I close for today, I have some really neat stuff I need to pass on to you. And what I need to pass on is basically a big shout out to all of you who sent a nice birthday shout out to me over the last couple days. August 22nd was my birthday here, and it must pop up in people's calendars and on Facebook, and it must show up somewhere, because I just got bombarded by emails and comments on the YouTube channel and comments inside the Facebook. So thank you very, very much for the great birthday wishes that I received over the last couple of days, and they're still coming in. So anyway, once again, I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much for warm birthday wishes. Secondly, I want to lead up a short little story right here. I was invited by one of our subscribers who's been writing for a long time to us. He's a wonderful man from Iceland, by the way, from Iceland. And he left Iceland on the 11th of August. Yeah, not that long ago, with his wife and a newborn baby. They have a newborn baby son. So they arrived in the Philippines, I think the 11th or the 12th, whatever day, however much time it took to get over here into the Philippines. And they're setting up a new home, a new life here inside the Philippines. They had a multi-event. It was a multi-event. It was a house blessing. It was a 1-year birthday for their new son, 1-year-old birthday party, and also a birthday party for the one who brought all this together, and that is Addie. Gabriel. Now, I tell you this is a story because they invited us. They invited us up to it. They live up in Pampanga. Pampanga is up by Angeles City, way north of Manila. And for us, that's quite a long ride. That's probably, I'm going to say, I don't know, maybe a 4, 5, 6 hour drive up there from Lipa. But I want to thank all of you, both of you and your new baby, for inviting me. If your new baby can even have a kind of wish like that, you probably did. Anyway, thank you for inviting us to come up there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make it at the time. We had some other obligations down here that we had to do. But Addie, Eliza, and their new baby Christian Gabriel, who celebrated 1-year birthday on the 21st, and Addie himself, on the same day as me, celebrated his 47th birthday on August 22nd. So anyway, I want to do a big shout out for happy house blessing, happy 1-year-old birthday, happy 47-year-old birthday to the Gabriel family. Now, when I was working back in the garden, we had a visit by some subscribers. Like I told you, we always get visitors who are subscribers to the channel back here, and they stopped by. They stopped by to see us here. They also stopped by to see the realtor for our subdivision, and they also stopped by to talk with the contractor who built the Canadian neighbors built across the street. Well, while they were here, they decided they wanted to go down and take a look at a property. Well, they pretty much decided they want to go take a look at the property before they actually came here. That was the reason why they connected with the realtor here. Well, I just want to say, I want to congratulate our newest neighbors. I guess they locked into a deal today when they looked at a piece of property on the very next block right behind us. So Jox and Gina were the ones who traveled here from Florida. They came from Florida, USA, and they will be our newest neighborhood. They're setting everything up, and they're coordinating with the contractor across the street. They signed the contract here for the property today. So that's how quick that happens. So we're going to have some new neighbors here. So I want to welcome both Jox and Gina to the neighborhood, and thank you for bringing me. They brought me a couple of gifts. They brought some gloves, some work gloves for the yard, and some seasoning sauce inside for some of the things that we cook around here. Thank you very much for that as well. So anyway, welcome to the neighborhood, Jox and Gina. Well, that's about it for today's episode. I have some interesting updates on our solar install. You'll see that probably in our next episode. We're going to talk about something that we're doing, a little bit of a change on that. For those who've been following the solar episodes, I think you'll be really interested in something that we're doing here that applies to that. I'm going to close for now, but before I close, I also want to kind of say thanks to Loda and Eddie, the folks who bought that model house that's having the renovation done by the contractor across the street. They dropped off a couple of my favorite desserts, which are leche plan here. Definitely my favorite dessert. They must have known about that, and I guess I feel I could eat one of these all by myself right now, but I would feel guilty if Ness caught me eating one of these by myself. So I'll go in and see if she wants to eat some of this with me as well. Anyway, again, thank you very much for the birthday wishes and all the folks that we addressed today. Congratulations on the birthdays and everything that went on there. And so we're going to call it a day. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please share. If you have not subscribed, just click on the little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, from right here in the beautiful and kind Philippines, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.